we're back. Richard,
Hey, Tom.
what do you want to talk about?
I'll talk about the Board of Supervisors. That's
Okay.
what I know, but, you know, I'll just say that there are 4 members of the Board of Supervisors that voted against the emergency ordinance that was proposed, I think it was last week, and the story out there now is that the 4 who voted against it dislike the upcountry residents and don't care about them.
What was the emergency, what is it that you specifically voted against, Richard?
I think specifically it was an ordinance to control formula stores, but everybody knew it was about Dollar General. And there's no new location up in Pioneer. And, you know, I don't like it being there. If it was in my neighborhood, I wouldn't like it. The problem is you don't create an ordinance at the time that it does become an emergency. This could have been done back in April when we first knew that the location was being proposed before the application was ever submitted to the building department. So don't let it become an emergency and then say that the other board members don't care about the upcountry residents. I can tell you with Amador Fire Protection District, with Amador Air District, we commit a lot of resources upcountry, and it's for the health and safety of the residents of upcountry. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, I've been around long enough to know that the Board of Supervisors cares about all of the districts all at the same times. They might, you know, have your specific where you're voted in, but I think anybody feels they can talk to you and you'd represent their interests. And
I hope so.
You know, so.
But it doesn't do any good to, after an issue is voted on, it doesn't do any good to go out and badmouth the other board members. I'm not sure how much
time we have. It seems to me like when we were talking about that, and from what I hear, a lot of the concern is Dollar General's looks, the aesthetics. Is that, you know, the big thing? And
it's a mini big box in your neighborhood. It's that they are a formula, or they have a business plan of propagating throughout the community, throughout the county. I would expect that they're looking for other locations in Amador County. The other is what they do to local small businesses. The fear is that they're going to run the local small businesses out of business. You know what I've read on a couple of the comments that people have made is I went into Dollar General. Their prices were higher than other places I can shop in the county. So why do I want to shop there? So to me, the biggest concern is not even shopping at Dollar General, because myself personally, I don't shop there.
You're not going to run up there, and you're probably not going to come to Pine Grove.
Even if it was down here, I probably wouldn't shop there.
That's right.
But I can tell you that the biggest concern to me is that they're moving into a neighborhood, and that are they going to properly mitigate the impacts on that neighborhood, as far as, and the biggest concern is traffic and safety.
Basically saying they already have like hurdles for all businesses to jump over, or hoops and different things that they need to meet. And this seems to be a new, is this a kind of a new thing? I've never heard of the term before, formula.
It's been out there, but the thing is, they'll come in, they put their store where they did, they found a piece of property where they thought they wouldn't have to address some of the mitigations between the intersection of that road and Highway 88. I think it needs to be looked at. Caltrans has asked us to do a traffic study. The problem is it doesn't have to go to a hearing, because it is a ministerial act going after a building permit.
Okay.
So do we need to change our rules? I think our rules need to be updated more on design standards than anything else.
I think the community might want to have a workshop or something about that to see where that might go. That seems to be where a lot of it is. I guess for me as well, as a business person, you know, we have to compete all the time.
And we also have to go to a break.
See, I got to compete.
All right, we're going to a break, and we'll be right back.
Bye.